Hey, what's up everyone? It's Mr. Duel here again with another video, a beginner guide video about just team synergy and really on the four characters you kind of want to work together with and the best way you could work with the four characters you have on your team whenever you get to the point to have four characters. And so here, I kind of want to explain that the team synergy really defines in two different ways, like the characters' abilities, the weapons that they're using, and just kind of how the elements react to each other. And I made a previous video about the elemental reactions. I'll link it to a little link up above if you want to check it out. But the other aspect is that once you have a specific element on the team, it does affect the certain effects for the team in general. Just like Protective Canopy does all element resistance plus 15%, or Fervent Flames affected by Cryo for 40% less time, increase attack by 25%. Impetuous Winds. Normally these two would be the two I would pick, but again, this just depends on how you want to build your team. If you have a lot of healers, you like keeping people alive, then Soothing Waters would be really great for you. And then High Voltage would be another good, they're all good choices. It just really depends on your playstyle and how you want to play the game. So just try them all out if you want to see how they work. But once you understand that, the next thing is kind of understanding which characters work best with the other characters. Again, you could choose whatever characters. If you like a specific character, say you like, Beidou and Ningguang, and then just try to make them work together and see if they can work together the best they can. There's ways to put any characters together, really. There's definitely better, meta ways, but that doesn't really matter. I guess if you want to output the most damage, or if you just want to make the game as easy as you can, then yeah, follow the more meta way. I just got lucky with Diluc and Fischl. These guys are actually really good. Just figure out if they're bow users, like Venti and Fischl are bow users. I normally wouldn't have two bow users, but he's more of a support, so I normally don't use his bow at all. Usually just to proc the bow effect, which is to get more energy particles to get his ult if I need it. So this is fine. Normally I would try to have one of each type, like a sword, a claymore, a bow, and a catalyst. That would be preferred for me, honestly. But if you can't do that and you have like a team that you want to have two bows, or the skills and the burst is really good, then just put them together. That's what I would completely recommend. But the way I have my team set up is Venti is my support. He's just complete support. So elemental skill, elemental burst, his recharge rate is really high, so this is why he's my main support. I get his ult really, really fast. I could do one or two elemental skills, his ult will be back up. And then from here, either I could switch to Diluc, use his ult, use his ability, and then it will proc Venti's ult, and it does like a flame swirl. Or I could do the same thing with Fischl, which will proc an electric swirl and do a ton of damage. And then from there, after I use Diluc, I could switch to Fischl, or I could go at the end, I could go to Barbara, use her ability, heal everybody back up. Or I could switch in Barbara first in the beginning of the fight, have her heal procced up immediately, so it saves stamina. Switch to Venti, use his ult, switch to Diluc, do a bunch of damage to Diluc, and then switch to Fischl at the end because she has the highest elemental mastery of all my characters, so her elemental damage for reactions does the most. So normally that would be the order I summon them. And once you kind of understand the summoning order of your characters and which abilities to use first and how to output the most damage, then yeah, it's all about practicing and getting faster at it, and just working on more of the synergy until you're able to build a lot more characters in the future. Then the synergy just keeps on growing, and you kind of understand how characters all work together and which are the best characters that you like, or helps you out the most with your playstyle. But here, I'm going to show you kind of like the basics of the synergy of mine. So say I want to start with Barbara first, so I'll use this. This will save me a lot of stamina, 12% stamina reduction, and then
Let's play.
I use that from because I have a specific set. You gotta remember, sets also work with the character synergy depending.
Retribution.
I'll talk about sets in a later video, but yeah, summon Diluc, then go Fischl, do that, then summon Barbara again because I have a full constellation Fischl, so her electro damage stays with Oz. And yeah,
Run from death.
and it's kind of rinse repeat that. Find different ways to use abilities against different character types. So each of the enemies, you know, won't be the same. How to explain it? The same summoning. So sometimes I might use Vinci first. I might use Diluc first, depending on the enemy. Say if there's like a Geo enemy and I gotta break it with my Claymore, I'll use him first and switch to Vinci after. You know, put him in my all and then change to Fischl or Barbara. And then vice versa. So there's a bunch of different ways to start the fights with specific characters, but once you have the idea of the synergy and really working well with all the characters together, it'll make the game a lot easier. But yeah, that's really it. I'll show you one more fight on really how I use the characters, and then, yeah, hopefully the video kind of gave you some insight about team synergy and hopefully it helped you out. And if you did like the video, just remember to leave a like, subscribe, and until next time, I'm gonna show you one more.
Here we go. Think you can get away?
Learning kids? No rest for the wicked.
Disgusting.